Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you had a good day today. It's only halfway over, but it's been good so far. I got thinking I had a idea popped in my head for a couple videos, and I usually write them down in my idea book. Uh, so there's a couple more coming, but it was the my top 10 designer fragrances that make me feel confident, make me feel good. You know, ones I always seem to always get positive reactions to that I also like. Because that's a big thing. There's a few fragrances I get positive reactions to that I'm not a big fan of. Like uh, the Terre de Mez and things like that. The heavy vetiver colognes, I tend to get decent, not great, but decent reactions, but they're just not my style. These are ones that I do like and that do get me good reactions. So these are 10 designers that I feel confident when I wear. I know I'm going to smell good and people are going to like them. I'll give you an honorable mention because it's not really a designer house. It's more of a brand, and that's Bath and Body Works, but coffee and whiskey. It it smells like coffee and whiskey. It smells like, and there's not going to be a bunch of notes or anything or reviews. Or just a quick little review or a quick little take on them. It smells like coffee and Irish cream. It's the best way I can describe it. A bit of sweetness, bit of creaminess, coffee, of course, bit of booziness. So yeah. Next is from the House of Bulgari, and I like Aquamarine. This is my favorite from the house. Slightly sweet, slightly melony, very salty kind of vibe. Um, you know, Aquamarine by Bulgari. Next is from the House of Coty. Um, I know Cody, most people don't think of as a big brand, but they've made some bangers over the years, and this is probably their best. Aspen, that again, every time I smell it, it reminds me, like I said, it's an aquatic scent, but not aquatic like this, you know, the sea or whatever. It's more like I said before, a stream in the forest type deal, you know, bunch of green trees and stuff, and that's kind of what it is, and it works with the ladies. Next one is a personal favorite of mine that tends to work very well, and that's Azaro Visit. Just this dry, woody fragrance, you know. It's a nice fragrance, and it works well. Next is from the House of Paco Rabanne. I didn't want to include more than one per house here, so there might be another list coming because I could do two, three more lists for God's sakes. But anyway, this was the first one that came to mind. So, uh, Paco Rabanne, 1 million cologne, not 1 million, not 1 million privé, not 1 million lucky, just the cologne. Discontinued now, I know. But, oh, that sweet, some slight aquatic, rosy vibe. The rose is a masculine rose. Yeah, powder. It's just a nice scent. Since I couldn't include any niches in this because it's a designer, and since I couldn't include any clones, which there is a clone list coming too, maybe two. um, I decided to go with this because it's Ventus Mont Blanc Explorer. Yeah, you know it. Aventus, citrusy, pineapple-y, leathery, woody, blah 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 blah. You know what it is. It smells like a twist of Aventus. Um, Next is probably my favorite Yves Saint Laurent. Um, Nostalgia wise, it would be something like Opium, but um, what I wear today, more wearable today, and what I more wear today than Opium. Not that I don't wear Opium. I'm just saying this is definitely more wearable. It's the original L'Homme, not a lot of Meat L'Homme, not any of his flankers, not any of this flankers, just the original L'Homme. That citrus and ginger and spice, you know, that knocked the thing off. That citrus and ginger and cardamom, it's just nice, just nice. Very classy, elegant, yet playful scent at the same time. Givenchy, you all know what it's going to be. Gentleman Eau de Parfum. That sticky iris with makeupy sticky iris with a sweet vanilla and somewhat booze-like quality. It's gorgeous. Next is from the house of Maison Margiela, from the Replica series, and that is, I've said it before, I think this is the most underrated fragrance in that lineup, and that is Whispers in the Library. Again, a soft, sweet, woody, musky kind of smell. It's just gorgeous and never fails to work on me. Jean Varvatos, again, you guys all know what it is. Artisan Pure. Although I wore something today that was a big surprise. I'll get into it when I do my... But this is still my favorite citrusy summer scent. But the one I wore today is a close second now. Which surprised me because I didn't like it at first. But anyway, we'll get into it when I get my day with. But yeah, just citrus, guys. Honestly, citrus, white florals, and musk. Clean, refreshing. Dior. Again, I could have went with frankincense. Fahrenheit. I could have went with Sauvage. I could have went with Dior Homme, Dior Homme Intense, Dior Homme 2020, Dior Homme O. And quite honestly, every one of them makes me feel confident. But the new one from them, or the newest one I have anyway, I'm pretty sure it's their newest release in general, for men anyway, is the Sauvage Elixir. Oh, like I said, it's got a slight sweetness to it that you wouldn't really expect, but a lot of herbs and spices and old school vibe. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And I always pick up the licorice in this. Nutmeg and licorice is the two main things I pick up in this, and I love that. One spray, guys. Don't be one of them guys puts 3, 4, 5, or 6 of these on. You gonna kill somebody. You gonna kill somebody. You're the reason we can't wear fragrances at work, because you put 17 sprays of this on before you went and somebody complained. So think about other people while you're wearing it, will you? But yeah, what a scent. So that's it, guys. Just a quick little list. I went faster than I thought. Just 10 designer fragrances that make me feel confident when I wear them. No, does this mean these are the best fragrances in the world? No, this is a completely, like any list review, I always say, it's always subjective. This is mine. I would like to hear your 10, or a couple even, just a couple of yours. Comment below, please do. Let me know. I do read all the comments. It's starting to get a little harder for me to respond to all of them. And I guess that's only going to get worse. So I do what I can, but I do read them all. And I at least give them a thumbs up for the most part. Even if I don't reply, just to show you that I've read them. And yeah, but these are my 10. So like I said, fragrance is subjective. This is a very subjective list. Because these are what make me feel a certain way. So there's nothing more subjective than how I feel about something. So let me hit me up with yours, guys, and let me agree or disagree. Actually, I won't disagree because again, it's so subjective. I mean, you could say Encre Noir. I don't see how, but I can't disagree. Or you could say, Tom Ford Anthracite Noir or whatever. Again, I don't see how, but I can't disagree because if it does it for you, it does it for you, right? All right, guys. Peace, love. Be good to each other and be good to yourself.